Hello and welcome to the Sorare Spotlight. I am Andrew Laird. You can find me as Lairdino on Sorare. Here today to talk about Game Week. What is it? 51, did we say? Yes, Game Week 51. We're going to go through all the competitions, see who's winning what, how they won it. Latest hot streak data, which I haven't had in the past couple weeks, but I do have it now, at least for some, I believe. And we had the first J.League competitions last midweek and this weekend. We've got two more of those competitions before we get into hot streaks for J.League as well. And of course, launching tomorrow, early access MLS cards. We'll get into MLS a little bit as well. Sorry, I think my mic was on a weird one, but hopefully this sounds better now. So we're getting into all of that today because that's what we do here on Sorare Spotlight. Thank you to everybody for coming in. Philly Dilly's first in. Also, I suppose I'm definitely not winning the Prem. Is the best league argument now, am I? We'll see. We'll see. Jack Daniels, what's up? Hello and congratulations for the big win this weekend. Thank you, Jack. We'll get into that. Don't you worry. And looking for food on the podium, congratulations. If there was an International DNP Day, what day would that be? It'd be every day. Every day. Anyway, Philly Dilly, Jack Daniels, looking for food on the podium. Congratulations. Hatlingen, what's up? Can we give some credit to the designers of Set? Brilliant game mode, fast-paced, fun, strategically challenging. Got 2 more lives for the $100. Man United surely won't let me down. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Mikey Baston, what's up? Sean, hello. Sorare Eagle, Sorare Burrow, Shakaboom, hello to everyone around the world. Indeed. FTJ, hello to you. Stefan, thanks for coming in. JT Chells. Love everyone checking in. Appreciate all of that. We had some... I had some decent success this weekend, hitting the 5th Bundesliga streak. We'll get into the Bundesliga streaks as they happen. In traditional fashion, the lineup, or at least in the non-Bundesliga stuff, the lineups that I thought would crush did not, and the lineups that I was like, oh, I'll just throw these in, help me in additional streaks, specifically in contender. We'll be sweating Fenerbahce today, because I need them for my challenger hot streak. And so we'll look into those. Nep, thanks for coming in. Just calling in first. Michael, thank you for saying hi in the chat. We also have some Asian Champions League going on. I just looked down and see that I guess I could also just share my screen so you guys can see what I was looking at. We had Al Wada and Al Ali playing, and I had Dusan Tadic in there. And Dusan Tadic 39 in the scoreless draw. Not quite what we were all hoping for, I think, from this one. But we also have Al Duhail and Al Sharjah with Benjamin Boragoat going right now. So looking to get some from him. And then, I've got a lot of Turkish league going on. I have Alexander Maxim, captain somewhere. And then we've got the Fener boys later. Atalanta Cremonese, of course. And let's see. Roma Cagliari for those playing Challenger and Champ. And let's see here. We've got some Ligue 2, Argentina Super League, some Danish Superliga, Villarreal, Espanyol. We got plenty of action. And then, of course, Porto Sporting later today. That will be in about 4.5 hours. And then some more Argentina. We got a lot of Super League action. Argentina Superliga, Danish Super League, and Turkish Super League, all still going today, along with some of the other stuff that we like. Is Nepenthes playing Set? I thought I saw a video about that. Thought I did. Anyway, so we can dive in. Let me see. I'm still getting a little trickle of hot streak data in. Is Philly Dilly here? I can't remember. Let me see. I feel like Philly Dilly was first. That's right. But that was like 3 hours ago. Confirmed Nep is playing Sorare Set. How about that? Philly Dilly. All right. Philly Dilly's here. So I'm willing to go to the Prem first. But let me just double check that I absolutely have the Prem. Spain. Uh-oh. Netherlands, Jupiler, Germany, France. Here it is. Okay. So we have Prem, the latest Prem streak data, and we can get into it. Sorry, I just got to save it here. All right. So I don't play the Prem, obviously, so we're going to have to see what other people are winning. View rewards. There we go. All right. I guess we could have started with the J.League since that's like the newest one, but we don't have to. All right. Gus Lightyear. Love that. Love that. Okay. Oh, wait. Did we decide? I didn't. All that list of matches that I was like, oh, this is all today. I didn't notice a Prem game. Is there a Prem game? Prem is done. All right. Good. Prem probably messy this week, as if it's like not messy every single week. Oh, that's right. So if I remember correctly, somebody was talking about this previously for me. Not for me, excuse me. I believe in rare, which we'll get to, is the first place and second place lineups are exactly the same. And it was, excuse me, an XP difference. I think this was the lineup, but let me double check. No, not Division 2. Hold on. Here we go. So David Raya, Gabriel, Moises Caicedo, Cole Palmer, and Bruno Fernandes. Bruno captain here. First place, Gus Lightyear, 565.75. In rare, Simply Alex is first. Raya, Gabriel, Bruno, Caicedo, Palmer. So yeah, same lineup. And I believe Ashoka, excuse me. Raya, Gabriel, Caicedo, Bruno. Is this all? This is all in-season cards for Simply Alex at first. And second place, same lineup, but the classic Bruno. And third place was the same lineup, also with classic Bruno. But anyway, let's go back to limited, because that's where we start. FTJ, that's me first in Division 2 limited with the same lineup. So, all right. We can also see how close this is. This first and second in limited was 1 point away. 565.75 won. 564.75 was second with the same lineup. I think this was just the optimal here. Raya, Gabriel, Bruno, Caicedo, Palmer. And then third place, 561. Oh, excuse me, not Caicedo, João Pedro with the Cole Palmer Halloween edition card, which is really cool. Oh man, third place. Oh, that's probably for rare. We're not there yet. We're not there yet. But let's pull up FTJ in first place here. 534. 30 points back. 30 points back with the same lineup. Wow. This one had the classic Bruno as there. Second place, 516. Raya, Gabriel, Bruno, Burmo, and Palmer. So Burmo instead of Caicedo. Not bad. That's in Division 2. In Division 3, do we have the same lineup here? 501, way different. Lamens, Diego Delo, or is it Delote? I don't know if you pronounce the T. Delo. Mino, Burmo, and Fernandez. So it's a full Manchester United stack. Wins Division 3 at 501. Second place, Vicario, Mitchell, Nunez, Otara, and Mateus Fernandez. This is what it's all about. Vicario, Lissandro Martinez, Morgan Rogers, Cole Palmer, and Javi Simo. Anyway, back to the rare. So all three, I'm sorry, the top two lineups were the same. Third place, 588.21. Raya, Gabriel, Caicedo, Bruno, and Haaland instead of Cole Palmer, which Philly Dilly said, oh man, that third place lost first on some Haaland goal called off goal. Some Haaland. Yeah. Haaland was called offside. Apparently he was not supposed to have been offside. But yes, that took first place away. Let's see. Division 2, Gaza, way to be. Manchester United stack that we saw. Ooh, these are fun cards. Wow. Okay, so the Lamens Halloween edition, Lisandro Martinez jersey mint, Bruno Fernandez celebration card from last season, so a classic, the Burmo Winter Edition Special, and Delo Jersey Mint. Wow. I love that. Absolutely love it. Second place, Expisto, I don't know. Henderson, Lacroix, Caicedo, João Pedro, and Delo. I don't know if that's how you would say his name, but that's how I said it. And I don't mean João Pedro. But that's the João Pedro classic card. Caicedo. Oh, boy. Man United stacks. The game is truly gone. United supremacy returning. That's funny. But there we have a Crystal Palace defensive stack away to Brighton. Caicedo, former Brighton man, captain. João Pedro in the Brighton jersey. And then Diogo Dalot. It's a lot of Brighton there. Or Brighton, connections. Axmede, Robert Sanchez, Gabriel Caicedo, João Pedro, and Bruno. Bruno has been on it lately, huh? All right, D3. Inkikio, Raya, Timber, Zubamendi, Havertz, Gyökeres. So a full Arsenal stack. We got the Gyökeres brace off the bench, 2 decisives from Kai Havertz, and captain, the lowest player in the lineup, Jurrien Timber. Mike Tatgen, I don't know which one it is. Sorry. I was about to say full United stack, but full Reds. Lamens, Lisandro Martinez, Bruno Burmo, and then Cody Hackbo sneaking in there. And Sorare Samurai, Vicario, Gabriel Tonali. Classic Tonali. Leandro Trossard, and Mark Gahey. Jersey mint from Crystal Palace. I like that. Do we have the same lineup in winning limited, rare, and super rare? First place, Luka Magic, Raya, Gabriel, Simone, Palmer, and João Pedro. So really it's just Raya, Gabriel, and Cole Palmer. That's the special edition Palmer super rare. So we have in season Gabriel, Palmer, João Pedro, Simone, classic Raya. So no uniques there. So 5,000 pays 5,000. Second place, we get a little spicy here. Dean Henderson, Lacroix, Mateus Fernandez, Palmer, and Daniel Munoz. So that's an in-season Lacroix unique, and a classic Munoz. Second place normally pays 2,500, but because of the uniques, full payout 5,220, as I could have just read right here. So second place actually won more than first place because of the uniques. And then double X, Dino Deal, double X again. Wow. How about this one? Raya, Ethan Ampadu, Bruno Fernandes, Erling Haaland in-season unique, and Moises Caicedo. So the in-season Haaland unique turned this $1,200 into more. But actually it turned it into 2,445. They also finished 10th for another $500, 580 in the Prem, super rare. So GG's to them. Love it. Love it. Now, streaks wise, since we all love to see some streak data, this is the most recent streak data. So 5 people hit the top streak in, apologies for having it be in separate screens here. But so basically after 26 people hit the top streak in limited, we had 4, 0, 1, 1, and then a bunch of zeros. And now 5 people hit it this game week. 65 people hit the 4th streak in limited. So we'll have way more people going for it. Going for the top streak. in the next game week. Do I remember correctly that is there midweek prem, or is it just a couple teams? No, wait, hold on. There we go. There is midweek prem. Ugh, that stinks for those people. Miss the good old spreadsheet content. Here it is. Here it is. In fact, these are not really spreadsheets. They're just screenshots from like a database crawler or whatever they're called. But anyway, 7 people hit the 4th streak in rare. Nobody hit the 5th streak in rare. In fact, we're still only at 2 people all season who have hit the top streak. Let's see what the matchups are for this week, for this midweek. So we've got matches across Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Ugh. Chelsea, Leeds. I feel like that's where everyone will go, but let's keep going. Spurs, Newcastle, Everton, Bournemouth, West Ham, Manchester United. Forest, Wolves. All right, maybe it's a Forest week. Villa, Brighton. Man City, Fulham. Oh boy. Palace, Burnley, Sunderland, Liverpool, and then Brentford, Arsenal. Did they figure out the discrepancy in numbers from a few weeks back, by the way? I assume so, but actually, to be honest, I don't know for sure. I think it was La Liga weekend when every man and his dog hit number 5. Yeah. I think so. I think these numbers are up to date. But I just like to check the match odds a little bit just to see kind of like, I think we know that it's going to be United and Chelsea, or City and Chelsea. Yeah, all right. City 73%, Chelsea 65, Palace 63 against Burnley. Wow. I mean, I know it's a big difference, but it's funny to see Palace that big of a favorite. Arsenal, big favorites away to Brentford. Forest at home against Wolves. Man, it's actually all very close. Like once you get to here, and not that 63 for Chelsea and 60 for Arsenal is that close, or is not close, but 60 for Arsenal, 59 Forest, 58 United, 58 Liverpool, 52 Villa. Okay. But yeah, 65 people moved up will compete for the 5th streak this midweek. If they want to, they can also take it off and not lose their streak, but it's always just so tempting to not do that. So let's see what other leagues are done. We can go to the I'm not going to do the J.League yet. So Ligue 1, Bundesliga are done. La Liga, right? We still have La Liga to go. Jupiler still is done. Eredivisie done. All right, let's do Bundesliga because that's what I want to do. So Bundesliga was a Bayern fest this week. Let me see if I can pull this up here. Germany, there we go. Germany. That's where the Bundesliga is. Okay. So United have a week and a half off. Oh, FA Cup this weekend. Oh, okay. Okay. So that makes it a little bit. Did Bayern and PSG both put up 5? I believe so. I think Bayern's was a little more expected. I don't think anyone expected PSG to stomp Marseille quite as much as they did, but we'll get there. Don't looking ahead. But anyway, I was told early or before the deadline that Hoffenheim aren't bad, so be careful. And they did score, but they also gave up 5 goals thanks to a fairly early red card. Interestingly, Huntelaar, 25 here, who won $2,000 with a Daniel Batz, who is the Mainz goalkeeper, Max Mittelstadt, Amiri, Olise, and Kane, did not have the highest scoring player in their lineup. Let's see. In fact, in this lineup, they captained the lowest scoring player in Olise. He just happened to have 82 points. So this is what? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 decisive actions and 2 yellow cards here. Bats 90, Middlestat 94, Amiri 92, Elise 82, captain, and Harry Kane 89. Did 5 Beetle have the highest scoring player? He sure did. Atabolu 85, David Ram 86, Kimmich 80, captain, 80 without a decisive, Amiri 92, and there is Luis Diaz with his 5 decisives. 2 drawn penalties, 3 goals. He actually lost 10 points. At one point, he was at 158.8, if I remember correctly. At 58, maybe it was 53 point something. I shared it in my Discord. But at one point, he had over 150 total points. Obviously, we are capped at 100, but there he is. He even had a big chance missed. And a big chance created. It could have been even more. But yeah, Diaz is the one who went off. Liverpool missing Diaz in a big way. Yeah, I mean, I feel like they would be helpful, although, you know, his success at Bayern is different than being able to do it at Liverpool. But yeah, the cool 45 AA from Joshua Kimmich, which included a big chance created. So he was close to getting that. He would be at 100 with the decisive. But so that's second place. So it's the Freiburg goalie, a Leipzig defender, a Mainz midfielder, and then 2 Bayern guys. Neil, 1989, Atabolu, Raum, Amiri, Olise, and Kane. So very similar, but instead of Olise and Kane, he had, I'm sorry, hold on. Olise and Kane, he had Kimmich and Diaz. So just a different combo. But 547.53 is first place. 547.35. So 15 100ths of a point separated these 2 lineups. Phew. Division 2, 520, had Bats, Daniel Svensson, Amiri, Luis Diaz, captain, and Harry Kane. When you captain your 100-point scorer, that's usually pretty good. So well done, KM 80. Not Bast second, 0.06 points behind. Bats, Raum, Amiri, Diaz, and Romelu Cardozo from Leipzig, who had an assist. Man, that is close. Jeez. So it was really just Cardozo for Kane. Oh, no, Svensson too. Excuse me. And then Schradman, third place. Hoyer, Fernandez, Raum, Kimmich, Kane, and Valdemar Anton. D3, 492. This should be a little different. Bats, Christensen, Kimmich, Matanovic, and Amiri. Ooh, that throwback. Well, I guess that's only last season. Classic card. Bats, Meinke, Baumgartner, Diaz, and Dorsch in second. And third, Hoyer, Fernandez, Vuskovic, Olise, Diaz, and Kane. Wow. Okay. What do we look like in rare? First place, Atabolu, Mittelstadt, Amiri, Kane, and Olise. That's the Olise midfielder classic card that was captained. And he was actually the lowest scoring player in the lineup, which is just wild. Kashark second, Atabolu, Schlotterbeck, Amiri, Diaz, and Kane. Daniel Crusher 23, Fernandez, Mittelstadt, Aliesh Garcia, Olise, and Kane. Okay. So 595 in first place. The winner of D2, 617.5. Bats, Raum, Amiri, Kane, Mittelstadt. Bats, jersey mint. Classic Kane, Amiri, captain. That is 617 for Small City Club. Lucky Green second at 537. An 80-point difference. Bats, Grimaldo, Kimmich, Kane, Diaz. Holy moly. Let me I want to see. No, it's not in Scout. Hold on. Pro. I just want to see the top players here. Rewards. Why can't I always lose this? Scout. Where do I now find the highest scoring play? There it is, top players. Okay, competitions. Let's look at the Bundesliga. Nope, I want live. Here we go. All right, Luis Diaz, the only 100. In fact, so Bats, Amiri, Stefan Bell, the Mainz stack. My goodness. We didn't see anybody with Stefan Bell, but Mittelstadt 94, Stanisic 93. Baumgartner, that's a lot of 80s. Kimmich is Kimmich is the highest scoring player without a decisive. And the next highest was Max Rosenfelder, 74. Okay. Yeah, exactly. My God, 80 points clear. But they'll be in Division 1 now. And then let's see. Mentalist Monster, Atabolu, Stanisic, Amiri, Girassi, and Aliash Garcia. So that's 531. Takes first place in Division 3. Fernandez, Vuskovic, Olise, Sinani, and Prika. St. Pauli scoring 2 against Stuttgart. All right. Super Rare. Team Bambi wins it. And this is going to pay a lot. Okay. Bats and Schlotterbeck in-season Super Rares. Olise, Classic Unique. Luis Diaz, Classic Unique. And Amiri, in-season Unique. Team Bambi. So normally that should pay $4,000. It's going to pay a lot more. Let's see. 4,000 actually paid 10,560, which is a lot of money. 10 grand. This lineup won. Zidane's Urbe, second place 2,000. Nubel, Finn Jelch, Baumgartner, Luis Diaz, Classic Unique, and Mittelstadt. Other 4 were in-season Super Rares. Well done. And then third place, Fernandez, Vuskovic, Olise, Diaz, Wow, all 3 of them had a unique Luis Diaz. And actually, I bet those are the only Luis Diaz unique. Maybe not. I was going to say that are forwards. Let's see. So, oh no, the Liverpool one is. Okay, so this one, and this one. Oh, they're all forwards? So there's actually no midfielders. So I have no idea what I'm talking about. But anyway, top 3 lineups had a Luis Diaz unique. Let's see, is this 4th? Oh, Luis Diaz unique. Oh, that's fun. So the top 4, can we make it top 5? We cannot. So the top 4 lineups had 4 of the 7 Luis Diaz uniques. And Pranksy has the in-season one. Hopefully it's not this one in 21st. It is not. Is there another Pranksy lineup somewhere here? Here we go. 8th place. There it is. The power of uniques here. He only made $1,700 extra? How is that right? With 5 uniques. 400. I guess that makes sense. 400 into 2112. Okay, that makes sense. But Luis Diaz all over the place, unsurprisingly. Streak data for Bundesliga. Oh, that's the beginning. So we actually don't even need this. So after 21 people hit the 5th streak 2 game weeks ago, nobody hit it last week, and 2 people hit it in limited this week, which I find surprising because I was one of them. And you better believe I had Luis Diaz in my lineup, although I definitely did not have him captained. But here was my lineup that got me to the 5th streak. Oh, Huntelaar. Oh, no, we looked at that already. Yeah, I was like, wait. So I played Nubel, Raum, Kimmich, Olise, and Diaz. I originally had, let's see. I originally had Nubel, Upamecano, Amiri, Aliesh Garcia, and someone else, and this Guirassy. That's what I had. I wonder if that would have made it, actually. Probably not. Oh, that's an interesting one. So few won it because last week was terrible in Bundesliga. Is that right? I mean, 30 people, or only 3 people hit the 4 streak last game week. I don't remember what I did last weekend for Bundesliga. How did I get to the 5th streak here? This one right here. Nubel, Chabot, Seawald, Amiri, and Guirassy. 437 when I needed 420. All right. And here we go. Yeah. Now I'm really curious. Let's see. We do some quick maths here. I think we can do, if I show, no. It's the easiest way to show my bonuses, just like this. So Nubel was 49 plus 6.4. Upamecano was 59 plus what? 59 plus, I don't know if I'm doing this right, 7.1. Amiri, who I am fairly certain I had captained. So let's just keep it that way. 92 plus 57.4. Aliesh Garcia, 61. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. 61 plus 6.8. And then it was Guirassy, 61 plus 6.8. 406.05. So no, I'm not even close to 460. But I went out and bought Olise, Kimmich, and Diaz. I didn't really need Kimmich. I should have just played Amiri instead. But I wanted to be safe. Oh, Halling, you were for the 5th last weekend. I gotcha. Well, you're now ahead of me, most likely, to get back to the 5th streak. But yeah, nobody hit it in rare, and nobody has hit it in rare for 4 straight weeks in Bundesliga. 2 people did hit the 4th streak, though, this weekend. So they'll be able to compete for that next game week. Next weekend. What do we have next weekend for Bundesliga? Bayern, 75% favorites away to Bremen. Bayer Leverkusen, 69% at home to St. Pauli. Leipzig, 68% at home to Wolfsburg. Stuttgart, 68% against Köln. Dortmund, 64% against Mainz. These are all my teams. Like, I have some Bayern guys now. I have a little Leverkusen collection, a little Leipzig collection, a little Stuttgart collection. And it's really just Guirassy from Dortmund. Sweet. That makes me feel good. Ligue 1, which was an absolute disaster for me. But let's celebrate those who did well. Tehran 30, 541 points to win first place. Herve Kofi with a clean sheet in the 1-0 win against Toulouse. Clinton Mata 100. Ilan Cabal 46 with a yellow. Nuno Mensch captain 100. Ousmane Dembele 99. So we have 2 100s, a 99, an 85 from the goalie, and Cabal's 46 at home against, away to Auxerre. 541, 514, second place. Full PSG stack here. Safanov captain, Nuno Mensch, Vitinha, Dembele captain 99, and Marquinhos 81. Vitinha, huge disappointment. Huge disappointment. One attacking stat. Did have a big chance created though, so I guess he could have been there. But the yellow card also didn't help either. And an error led to shot. Oof. But anyway, the PSG stack there. No Hakimi, no Kvaratskhelia, although he did come off the bench. Third place, Trash Can Fire FC, 5-10-69. Kofi Sarr, that's Malang Sarr from Lens, 81. Oh, he had an assist in a 3-1 win against Rennes. João Neves, Dembele, Barcelona classic card, and Nuno Mensch, 100 captain. Those 100 captains, man. Well done. Sorry. Division 1, 541. Division 2, 530. First place and second place in Division 2 would have been second and third in Division 1. Safanov, Nuno Mensch, Boadi, Dembele, and Marquinhos. Not bad. Boadi, very good game. 72 without the decisive. 526, Kofi, Mendes, Kevin Danois, Alfonso Moreira, and Dembele. So we're getting a little Lyon in here from their 1-0 win away to Nantes. And then Danois, 64 at home against Paris FC. Nothing too crazy about it. Malagang, Kofi, Sarr, Sangare, Dembele, Nuno Mensch. So a little Lens defensive stat or Lens pairing. Kofi, get your 2% bonus. 505 wins third place. Division 3. Cone, Kerr, Caceres, Sumare, and Nuno Mensch. I'll show you my limited lineups because they were a disaster. I don't know why I feel the need to share my disaster, but I'm going to do it anyway. So we had the Gueladue DNP, which took out 2 lineups, got my 2 Division 1s relegated. Although this one was 101 points. He was my captain, but 101 points from safety. Strasbourg lose 2-1. This one was 35 points from safety. And then I just had this very bad lineup, 242. Toulouse, Mark McKenzie didn't start. Toulouse lose away to Angers. And then I had a Paris FC defensive stack here. Gaultier Hein didn't start against Lille. Del Castillo with a disappointment. Anyway, there you go. First place in rare. Dominic Grief, Malang Sarr, Vitinha, Dembele, Nuno Mensch. So it's a Nuno Mensch special edition card from this year, which is fun. It's another Dembele Barcelona card. That's from the former Super Collection that was the Honeycomb 2021-22s. But yeah, Lyon, Lens, and then PSG. Kalania, well done. Unknown Reg, Bronco Vandenboom, an assist for Angers. No way. Wow. Full PSG stack in second place, just like limited. Safanov, Mendes, Nuno Mensch, Vitinha, Dembele, Marquinhos. That's the same lineup, isn't it? Safanov, yeah. In second place. Safanov, Mendes, Vitinha, Dembele, Marquinhos. Yep. Not good enough this time. Maybe if they had captain, I guess it didn't matter, 99. And QTN, we know him. Risser, Sarr, so the Lens defensive stack at home against Rennes. Risser bailed out with an assist. And then Vitinha, Dembele, and Nuno Mensch. 539 in Division 1. So 547 wins Division 1, 531 wins Division 2. Kofi, Sarr, Vitinha, Dembele, Nuno Mensch. Very similar line. Is that the same one? That one Division 1? Dembele, Nuno Mensch, and Vitinha. Yeah. Sarr and Kofi. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It was the same one as limited. That's what it was. Yeah. Second place in Division 2, Safanov, Nuno Mensch, Vitinha, Pacho, and Dembele. Okay. Grief, Pacho, Sulk, Dembele, Nuno Mensch, Classic in third. Do we have a not? So 541 in Division 2 would have won Division 1. Division 2 would have won Division 1? No. Third place in Division 1. But the winning lineup, Donovan Leon, Clinton Mata, Ilan Cabal, Ousmane Dembele, and Seni Meulu. Wow, 83. Yeah, it was a PSG week. Pranksy wins Division 1. Pranksy wins Super Rare. Donovan Leon, Malang Sarr, Vitinha, Dembele, Nuno Mensch. In-season uniques for Nuno Mensch, Malang Sarr, and Leon. Classic uniques for Vitinha and Ousmane Dembele. 4,000 turns into $18,000. 18,000. And he also finished fifth. 500 turned into 2,160. GG Pranksy. Second place, Grief, Sarr, Vitinha, Moreira, and Nuno Mensch. Third place, Trapp. Wow, Kevin Trapp. Nuno Mensch, Cabal, Kamara, and Dembele. Wow, Cabal captain. Oof. That's always tough. Always tough. Let's see. I should have some League Un. Here we go. League Un streaks. In case you're wondering, nobody hit the top streak in limited this week. And no one hit it in rare. In fact, we are now at one person who's hit it in rare in League Un. And we had 4 people do it last week in limited. 46 people did hit the 4th streak. I didn't even hit the first this game week, as we just saw my results. So not great there. But yeah, League Un, maybe it's getting a little easier now that PSG is starting to pick it up. I don't have a ton of PSG cards. Maybe I need to correct that, but we'll get there. Let me blast through Jupiler and Eredivisie since I know nothing about these players. Looks like a gank stack. First place, Oli Matador, 478.93, $1,000. Mignolet, El Ouadi, Carretzas, still going. Carlos Forbes and Haynes. Carretzas like still on fire. He settled down a little bit. That's pretty good still. Oh, I guess five games. What do you guys say? On the trot with a decisive? 2 of them with 1 combined AA, but all right. Not bad. Not bad. Second place is 19/100ths of a point away, 478.74. Mignolet, Michele, Stankovic, Skoras, and Sabi. So that's a full Bruges stack. Third place, we've got this St. Truden's win over Westerlo is just killer since I have like a number of Westerlo cards and they just smoke them. 4-0. Mignolet. So we have a Bruges defensive stack and then Yamamoto, Goto, and Ito. 3 Japanese players for St. Truden's, just getting them to a podium. Nope, that's Division 2. So we have more of these STV stacks. I got to turn that off. Mamba wins rare. Leo Kakubo, excuse me. The original season, Michele, Brian Haynen, Skoras, and Myron Van Bretterode with 2 decisives for Mechelen in their win against Antwerp, excuse me. I definitely have a Van Bretterode card, and there's no way I used it. So that's 500.78. Second place, 498.56. Bruges and Genk. St. Truden's are second in the table. Is that right? Really? Look at that. I apologize. I feel like that meme now, like I wasn't familiar with your game. All right. MJ Curry third. Full St. Truden stack. Wow. All 5 Japanese players, too. Kukubo, Taniguchi, Yamamoto, Goto, and Ito. I love that. Absolutely love it. I'm guessing we see the same. Oh, no. Lawal. When did Lawal take over at Genk? Recently? So this is a Genk stack with little Thibaut Verlinden. Oh, Sorare Josh, friend of the show. Miras, Michele, Hammer, Van Brederode, and Yamamoto. Okay. What's super rare look like? 593. Oh, McBride. Let's go. Lawal, Sadiq, Ito, Patrick Fluck, and Karetsas. So Genk defensive stack. And then some assorted pieces. Serie A unique. Lawal, Smets, Karetsas, Hainen, Juni, Ito. Oh, Juni. So that's a full Genk stack. In second place, wins $1,000. And then Banzai, Gabriel, Michele, Vanaken, Thibaut Summers, and Parfait Guigon? Maybe? I don't know. Not bad. What do we think the Jupiler streaks look like? Do we think they are still as hard as they've been all season? Let's see. France, Germany, Jupiler. There we go. You will be shocked to find out that nobody hit the 5th streak in Jupiler this game week. 35 hit the 4th, though. And this is a big pickup lately. We had this 1 week of 38 when 38 people hit the 4th streak and then nobody hit the 5th. We haven't had anybody in months. 3 all season in limited, 1 all season in rare. The 35 people hit the 4th streak, this game week. After 160 hit the 3rd the game week before. Gosh, this league's hard, man. That is just really hard. We need more St. Truden stacks. That's all it is. Eredivisie. Borrielko 540 wins it. Unnerstal, Bart Van Rouge, Ramiz, Zaruki, Dan Rotz, and Matt Rotz. Love a brother combo there. Full FC 20. So now 20 decides to play well. 5-0 win against Heerenveen. 5-0. Whew. Wow. Okay. Tsubasa, I think I bought a card from them. Also with an FC Twente stack, but a little different. Unnerstal, Van Rouge, Zaruki, Dan Rotz, and Stav Lemkin. I feel like it's just going to be all, yeah. This is, no, hold on, different. Oh, yeah, okay. So 540.56 won it. 527.77 had the same lineup, but instead of the Bart Van Rouge captain, they had Zaruki captain, which actually scored more. But, oh, wait, is this? No, that had a classic Unnerstal. This had a classic Rotz, but just XP. And so this had 96 total bonus points in 3rd place and 109 bonus points in 1st. I would have finished 2nd if fielding that same side in D1. Are you somewhere up here, Mike? 568 wins D2. Sorry, so 540 wins D1. 568 wins D2. 547, 544. Wait a minute. Do we say 540? And the top 4 in Division 2 would have won Division 1. I'm guessing it's all these same stacks, though. So 1st place, Unnerstal, Van Rouge, Zaruki, Rotz, and Sam Lammers, of course. 2nd place, same lineup, but same lineup, but a classic Unnerstal. Way different. 568, 547. Sheesh. Third place, same lineup as first place, right? Rotz. No, excuse me. A different Rotz brother. Excuse me. I'm assuming this is all the same. Sorare Napoli wins. Understall Matt's Rotz. Sandre or Orgesater. I can't imagine that's how you say it, but Sam Lammers and Bart Van Roy. Oh, Veerman had a bad week. Viva Belchica, Understall, Proper, Zaruki, Rotz, Van Roy. Jelle Veen Vliet. Understall, Van Roy, Orestater, or however you say his name, Rotz and Rotz. Okay. So just FC Twente all around. Understall, Mats, Rotz, Zaruki, Lammers, and Proper in Super Rare with the Proper Classic Heracles Unique. Oh, Sorare Napoli here too. Understall, Rotz. Yeah, hold on. Let's check out Sorare Napoli, who came in first place in Division 1 Rare and came in second place in Super Rare and ninth place in Rare. And there's the Veerman disappointment. FC Twente all around. I love that. I really do, especially from somebody named Sorare Napoli. Oh, and there's a classic Luis Diaz here. Ninth. Good game week here. $3,600. Woo! Well done, Sorare Napoli. And then let's see. We get some Eredivisie streak data. Do we need to look at the beginning or I'll just say this. Before what I'm about to show on the screen, 3 people had hit the top streak in limited. Oops, hold on. That wasn't right. Here we go. Come on. Here we go. Here's the latest Eredivisie. So 16 people hit it a few weeks ago, then 1, then 6, then 9. That's all for the 5th streak. Nobody hit the 5th streak in this game week in limited or rare. Robert said going for back-to-back streak 5s in Eredivisie this week. Does that mean like you just hit the 4? You're one of the 15 who hit the 4th streak, Robert? Well done on that. That's very impressive. Nobody hit the 4th streak in rare this game week after one person got to the pinnacle last game week. So we're going to have nobody going for the 5th streak in rare next weekend, which is a bummer. All right. So we did Prem, Liga, Bundesliga, Jupiler, Eredivisie. La Liga is still going today, but we can at least see what it looks like as of now. 140 SPB 34, currently in first place with a Barcelona stack. Shock. Joan Garcia, Eric Garcia, Fermin Lopez, Lamine Yamal, Danny Olmo. Captain, the worst scoring player in the lineup, 547.15, currently winning it. Yamal 72, Olmo, Fermin Lopez, each with 100, neither getting the captain. Robert said, oh, I would have hit the 460 this week too. Oof. DJE, fast reply, Garcia, Lopez, Olmo, and Anthony. Okay. And that's a Danny Olmo captain. So they decided to captain the guy who scored 100, which I feel like is optimal in most cases. Just saying. And 518.93, Garcia, Lopez, Yamal, and Olmo. So same lineup as first. This one has only 82 points of bonuses. Classic Yamal. First place had 110 points in bonuses with no classic. I'm assuming that this is a 5% Barcelona collection. Let's find out. There it is. 5%. Oh, was that 5% in Real Madrid also? Sure was. Pretty much only bought the guys that they really wanted. Didn't get any of the extras. Ooh, and the Yamal, was that the same Yamal in the lineup? Oh, it's not. They have another one. 2 Yamals. 2 Pedris. 2 Eric Garcias and 2 Joan Garcias. Okay. I like where this is going. Let's see what the other lineup was. La Liga, clearly the worst of all time. So boring. You are crazy. So they did, this is the one that won first place. They also had a Madrid lineup that didn't do as well because Madrid just didn't score that much. Did win a golden arena. That's fun. Where are the other La Liga? There should be another Yamal limited. There's Lewandowski. Surely you would have played it. Did I miss it? All-Star. Here we go. Here's another one. Oh, there it is. Garcia. Oh, the Frankie de Jong DMP, of course. I mean, that one wasn't going to win it. That one wasn't nearly as good as the one that won this lineup here, but still a very good lineup. I mean, I don't consider high scoring boring, but anyway, 540 wins Division 2. David Soria, Eric Garcia, Luis Milla, Anthony, and Danny Olmo captain. Love to see that. And when I say won, I mean winning. Garcia, Lopez, Rashford, and Olmo. Second place by Matt Coach currently. So similar, but Rashford instead of Yamal, which is not similar at all. Third place, Garcia. That's Joan and Eric. Fermin Lopez, Yamal, and Mbappe. Just throwing in Mbappe randomly. Why not? Division 3, Andreas, Alvaro Valles, Alvaro Carreras, Danny Olmo, Abde Ezalzuli. There we go. And Anthony. Anthony captain. All rare cards. 510. Which barely cashes. Oh, actually, 510 would be third in Division 2 at least. But well done there. Odysseus is at Sevilla. Didn't even know that. Kunde, Danny Olmo, Ezalzuli, and Dean Heisen in the second place. No swap, please. I accept reasonable offers. No joke in third. Joan Garcia, Eric Garcia, Fermin Lopez, Marcus Rashford, and Alejandro Balde. It feels like a very leftover lineup. I guess Eric Garcia shouldn't be considered leftover, but feels a little leftovery. Zilly, first place in Division 1. Joan Garcia, Eric Garcia, Danny Olmo Classic, Lamine Yamal captain, and Alvaro Carreras. It's a fun little differentiator. Fico, Joan Garcia, Pau Kubarsi, Fermin Lopez, Mbappe captain, and Danny Olmo. Ooh, 2 100s. Uncaptained. Mbappe captain, but only a 74. Third place, Garcia, Kunde, Fermin Lopez, Yamal, and Mbappe. Like Yamal, Mbappe just works everywhere, I guess. Okay, first place currently in Super Rare. Sorare Superliga. David Soria, Marcos Alonso, Fede Valverde, Marcus Rashford, and Fermin Lopez. Okay, this is amazing. I love this. No Yamal and Mbappe. Fermin Lopez, Classic Unique. Marcus Rashford, Aston Villa Classic Super Rare. And then the in-season, Soria, Alonso, and Valverde. Fedrinka in second, Unai Simon, Kunde, Lopez, Oyarzabal, and Dean Heisen. Ooh, that's a cool card. The Ballon d'Or Dean Heisen. We love that. God, he's only 20. Buzzer beater in third. Garcia, Koundé, Tchouaméni, Yamal, and Mbappe. Garcia, classic, unique. We won't hate the others, but maybe we'll hate on this one a little bit, Philly Dilly. And let's see. We need some La Liga streak data. Is this it? This is it. So 12 people, after 98 hit it in limited 2 game weeks ago, 3 hit it last week, 12 this week, 10 in rare previously, 1 and then 1. I'm guessing Andreas is hit the 5th here, so he'll be going for the third one. That Ballon d'Or Dean is it really is. I really like those cards, and not just because I just bought a Ballon d'Or card, not of Dean. So La Liga definitely seems like it's the La Liga versus Bundesliga. Actually, let me pull that up. Where did that go? Is this so Bundesliga's big weeks, they had 37, 49, 21. And La Liga had 43, 15, 98. My God. But Bundesliga rare seems harder. 4, 5, 9. And that was 10 just in La Liga last 2 weeks ago. And I guess we could see a few more people who have the whatever the game is today. I don't even know. Padugol, what's up? Does anybody know if a league-specific arena should have anytime entry this game week, or are they by design closed after locked? Limited has late entry anytime for league-specific. Rare does not. The 98 and 43 have 4 in between, same group of players. Ooh, I didn't notice that. The 98, 43, and then it's 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it's that one's different. So like 43 people hit it. So then this game week, they got the first step, second step, third step, fourth step, and then so it would be this 3. It would be like these 34 people. No, I'm sorry. 61. Yeah, 43. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Yeah. Good idea, though. Unless a bunch of them. Oh, you know what? Oh, no, it's too early. I was going to say, I bet a bunch took a game week off because didn't Barcelona or Madrid have a week off, but that would have been an extra week, not that one. Anyway, what are we up to? Okay. Challenger, which still has some lineups, still has some games going on. Actually, speaking of which, what's going on with Fenner? Let's just go to the lineups to see if we get any DMPs here. Let's see. All right, everybody's in here. And then I have this dead lineup. All right. So yeah, we just need a clean sheet, a Talisca hat trick, and Alexandru Maxim decisive, and we'll get to 420. No problem. Okay. First place currently in Challenger, 482.71. Hornacek, Andres Andrade, because Austria is back. Kirchu, Ricardo Horta, who I don't have as part of my Braga collection, and Otamendi Classic. Why not? 481.43, less than a point away. Hornacek, Otamendi, Kirchu, Andre. Oh, same lineup, including a classic Otamendi, although Otamendi was captain in second place as opposed to Horta. Third place, Hornacek, Batahov, Sara, Osherman, and Horta captain. Well done there. So they could have hit the 5th streak if they were on it. Division 2, 505 would have won Division 1. Onana, Batahov, so it's a Trabzonspor defensive stack. Amin Harit, shout out Harry Trades. Yunus Akgun and Victor Nelson. So that's 505. That might be tough to catch. Look around, 401. Hornacek, Batahov, Simsier, Madsbeck, and Horta. Simsier with a bit of a bailout goal, I believe. Noichi has Kacker from Galatasaray, Samdal, Arsnes, Hoyland, and Akanji. I will say that Benfica really disappointed. I went with the full Benfica stack, and man, that concession just did not help. I believe Pavlidis had surely he had a big chance missed. Of course he did. Of course he did. Anyone beat my 617 rare score yet? What comp was this in? 617. Anyway, Nico 6 currently first. Youngworth, Otamendi, Kirchu, Big Paul, and Batahov. I crafted this Batahov that I had. Where did I have that line? Did I have it in that Benfica lineup? No, I had it down here. Oh, yeah. Needed 420. I'm up to 409. Hornacek, Gomez, Noewu, Batahov, and Prince hit the post once or twice. We had it. It was right there. Small City Club, Bundesliga Div 2. Just wondered whether we haven't gotten to contender yet. So we'll find. I haven't seen 617. I don't think we've seen in rare yet. And Rakoba third, Kacker, Binks, Asensio playing right now. Ooh, 515. They could DeMarco captain 100. Well done. And Horta. I believe Sorare tweeted about this, but DeMarco is like, this is ridiculous run that he is on. Like, that's wild. This is 3 decisives off the bench, no less. How long did he play? Oh, 56 minutes. But like, this is just ridiculous. Anyway. So we'll see what happens there. And then in super rare, we've got, is that Austria Vienna? Full stack away to Salzburg. Wow. Which they won 2-0. 1875. What a silly number. Although they're at 630. 602 is Jorge, who has Carnesecchi going right now, along with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 decisive actions. Carnesecchi home against Cremonese. So that could definitely bump. And then Predictology 593 with a Braga stack for the most part. Hornacek, Gomez, Horta, Gabri Martinez, and then Rolandro Mandragora, who got an assist for Fiorentina in their 2-2 win. Or 2-2 win, 2-2 draw. And then we'll do Challenger streaks, even though we all know we got plenty more to go. Let's see here. Which game week is this? That one doesn't quite go. So this is the older data, meaning we have some more game weeks. Let me get this second sheet out. So there were a lot of people hitting it previously, and then continued. 22 hit it 2 weeks ago. Only one person hit the 5th streak in challengers this game week. 32 have hit the 4th. But again, Fenner playing right now, along with a couple others. So that could change pretty significantly. All right, we'll go to contender for Tom. Tom, you were in, what did you say? Division 2 rare. Oh, wait, hold on. Where, hold on. Did anyone beat my 617 rare score yet? Did I miss where this was? It should be contender. Anyway, contender's still going. but we've got a. Is this an Istra stack in a law? Oh no, it's not. Okay, but we've got a bunch of Austrian. No, I'm sorry, Croatia. Anyway, 507, along with a Enzo Leopold, who's a card that I should have bought so long ago and I didn't. There's another Barish Atik and Leopold. Oh yeah, Leandro Paredes smashing for Boca now. And then third place, more Leopold. Leopold and Atik. Are they? No. Smell. Wow. So that's 507. 500 is Pozovic, Terhorst, Ulrich. I don't. There's too many. Okay, hold on. Division 2. I feel like that's what you have to check by divisions. I feel like that's what I'm doing. But anyway, 549 currently first. This is so in speaking of the teams that you think will do well. So I had Atik as, I think he played Friday, right? So we had the three positive decisives, and then the own goal. And then I had Teo Leone with a 54. I saw Bauer, like this was a great matchup. And of course they concede. I needed 400. This one got 381. This Magdeburg game was just absolutely bananas. Sergi Dominguez and Angel Di Maria needed to score 800 combined to make up for these two clowns. And then I had this lineup. Nope, sorry. This one this was my throwaway lineup. But then I saw Handworker got the assist, and I was like, oh, wow, here we go. Madsen got 67, and then Bilbija did not score or did not play. And then this is the lineup that got me the third streak. Gallese, Kurta, who I was going to play here but didn't, and I would have gotten the streak with Kurta instead of Getz. I was going to play both of them, but I played Leone instead of Kurta. So I had Kurta here. Nicholas Schmidt got an assist off the bench, so I luck boxed that one. Luca Orellano didn't start, but played 45 minutes off the bench and scored 45, and then Brunetta captain. So that's how I got my third streak. Atik he's a beast. Like as we were looking at who was that? DeMarco? But like Atik. Like that's about as good as you can get, realistically. Right? I don't even know who they have next. Let's see. Next, they have Arminia Bielefeld at home, which seems good. And then super rare. Just go through this. Oh, Nanzo. Let's go. Using that Gallese. Love it. Nicholas Madsen's classic unique. Angel Correa, classic unique. And then a couple guys I've never heard of. Actually, didn't Sean have somebody else? No. Sean G, member of the Patreon. Livakovic, Marisic, Paredes, Puxtas, and Cortez. Vonacek has to wake up. Yeah, he's been. Where is he these days? Like, what's he? I pretty much only just put him in All-Star because I only have classic ones, but yeah, oof. Yeah, there's a new contender goats in town, and it's not Marvin Vonacek, unfortunately. Let's see. Do I have? Whoops. Atik is a Wanetsek before I decided to finally buy 2 Wanetseks this year. Let's see. Contender. 6 people hit the top streak in limited this week. 6. Let's take a look at J.League. I forgot that we didn't do that. Napo 2401 wins limited. $500, 441. Hayakawa, Harada, Endo, Arison, and Romanich. As a reminder, these there's no streaks, and these are all leaderboards. Ooh, Schmidt, Schultz, Wakizaka, Savio, and Tatsuya Ito. BXL Spartak, you're going to win a lot more from these cards, I'm sure. I'm sure coming up this season. Nishikawa, clean sheet. Of course, he got a clean sheet. Usami, 59 with no decisive. Really? I sold my Nishikawa super rare last week. I think I have a Fuji. And there's Koga, 58 in a 5-3 loss. 58 in a 5. He lost 20 points from goals conceded and still scored 20 all around. My gosh. And in super rare, who's winning super rare in season? Sporting Shamrocks, Kim Jin Hyung, Nakatani, Classic Unique, Takahiro Ko, Mao Hosoya, yep. And Riano Suke Sato. 2 in-season uniques, 1 classic unique. In-season super rare, classic super rare. Wow. Well done. Well done. So that's what we got for all of those competitions. Did I skip anything? That I don't think so. Anyway, quick look at the midweek. As we said, there is Prem and there is Challenger. I don't think I had any challenge. I don't remember who's playing in Challenger. Let's see. Challenger is all SPFL. Okay. So Celtic, big favorites at home against Livingston. Falkirk, 59% against Dundee. Rangers are 49% away to Motherwell, which is actually worse than Hearts, who are 53% favorites at home against Hibs. All right. So if you have SPFL cards, you can keep going. Did they play midweek last week too? Do I remember that correctly? We've got J.League, only 1 game though. Vissel Kobe at home against Nagasaki, who's one of the promoted teams. So if you have those cards, good luck. And then Prem, which we talked about earlier. So we can skip that. So we'll go, looks like Monterey, biggest favorite of the midweek, 92% to win. That's Luca Orellano's team. Oh my gosh, Anthony Martial, really? Canales, Tecatito. Oh, that's right. That was when the Celtic games were canceled. Right. Sorry for bringing that back up. Tigres, big favorites against Forge FC. That's CONCACAF Champions League. Forge FC are in, where are they? Are they on an island? Oh, they're Canadian. I'm wondering who I'm confusing them with. Oh, well. There's Celtic, Club America, 74%. There's Man City. Mineiro. We got a little Brazil action going. Hulk. There's Hulk. Wow, Renan Lodi plays there. No way. Everson's still going. Love to see it. Junior Alonso. Where's Arana? Is he not there anymore? I got Koga Classic after your brilliant video in that Brazil midfielder. Well done. Botafogo has a crazy team. Let's see. Do they play this week? Oh, no. Oh, wait. I definitely typed that wrong. Botafogo. There we go. But they're big underdogs away to Fluminense. Let's see. Cabral, Alex Tellez, Alan, Danilo, Vitinho, excuse me, Neto. That doesn't seem so crazy to me. It's like Fluminense is legit. Lucho. How about that? Oh, is that John F. Kennedy? John Kennedy. Wow. How about that? So yeah, that's the midweek. That's what we have. What I'd like to talk about is also the big event tomorrow, which is the launch of MLS cards. Here we go. 3 new competitions. We already got J.League. Not streaks yet, but we have MLS Feb 10, which is tomorrow. MLS cards are back. I did a Sorare Spotlight 2 weeks ago, I believe, with Sorare Deek, talking about kind of what we expect for MLS. We did not have any of the details on prize pools or gameplay or anything, but I think it's still an excellent video to watch. I will also be streaming later on tomorrow with over on my channel, Sorare with Laird, which you can just search on YouTube. It'll be me, Sorare Deek, Harry Trades, and Gator Guy 231. We're all going to talk about kind of the auction prices that we're going to see on the first day, how we're all playing everything. If you do play or plan on playing MLS, you should definitely consider becoming a member of Sorare Deek's Patreon. He has put in a tremendous amount of work already, and it's just the beginning. So if you're going to play MLS, I highly recommend checking that out. Yorkie Will, hello. You did miss everything pretty much. So yeah. So let's see. We're just going through the, if you were only waiting for MLS, you didn't look at all the details from the J.League launch. A few things about the upcoming MLS gameplay that we'll go through, which is obviously here. You can still use a classic card for all of your in-season lineups. So keeping the classic utility there. There are two distinct modes. So hot streaks and leaderboards are being separated. So you'll be able to submit a lineup specifically for hot streaks or a lineup specifically for the leaderboards. They are no longer combined. And basically the way that they are doing this is you get a certain number of of hot streak entries. For limited, it's 5. You can make up to 5 hot streak lineups and 1 for the leaderboard. For rare, it's 4 and 2. There are also going to be super rare hot streaks. There's also going to be a Grand Prix of a pool of essence that's going to be given for people who hit a certain amount in their lineups. And you get additional rewards if you have multiple lineups that beat whatever streak level you're on that game week. So it's some fairly massive differences to what we see in the current European competitions, and different from what we saw from MLS last season. If you remember the launch of MLS last season, hot streaks required you to have 5 in-season cards. So now hot streaks allow you to have 1 classic card. And so, so we'll see. In normal contender, I've seen the bonus thing. If multiple lineups hit the streak, is that intended or not? I believe that is not intended. I believe that only applies to MLS, J.League, and K-League right now. So this is kind of the example that they give. If a hot streak reward for a given level is $500 and you win it with an additional lineup, you'll win $500 for the first one and $250 for every additional lineup that hits that target threshold. There's also the permanent Essence Grand Prix, if you will, which is basically a big pool of essence that everyone who hits the target, which it looks like 480 is the target, gets a piece of that. So let's say you are on the first streak and you have like a massive score. You obviously won't get like a great prize just for hitting that streak, but you will get a share of this huge essence prize pool, just kind of to make up for having a huge score within that that lower streak. The other very interesting thing is that they're removing the minimum 10 licensed teams for hot streaks. So currently, if there were only 4 teams playing in a competition, they wouldn't have an in-season competition open. And if you had, stacks from those teams or just players from those teams, you can't go for the hot streak because the in-season competition is not open. One of the benefits of splitting hot streaks and leaderboards is you can have a hot streak competition open to allow people who have cards who are playing in that game week that may not be open for an in-season competition. So you'll be able to to play your hot streaks, even when like the full in-season competition is not open. Super rare and unique hot streaks, which are brand new. They'll now have their own dedicated hot streaks, only Essence rewards though. As they say here, we know that most managers in these scarcities prefer leaderboards for cash prizes. That is still the main game mode, but they also wanted to offer an additional way to play, which is actually what's very interesting about this is that the targets for super rare, meaning each individual level for the thresholds, are the same amount as rare. However, you do get the super rare scarcity bonus on top. So you raw score wise, you actually have to score less in super rare than rare, which is fun. No unique reward bonuses though for the hot streaks. And then for the leaderboard competitions, no more divisions in any scarcity. Basically, a lot of this is because they are able to, because they're limiting the number of, because they're limiting the number of lineups that you can have in each competition, meaning in each leaderboard. So you can have one in rare, one in limited. It's not going to be flooded with, it won't be flooded with lineups. So you're not going to see like thousands and thousands and thousands of lineups in the leaderboard competitions. And so as a result, they got rid of divisions so that the idea is that more people will be able to participate and qualify for prizes. Do we know the super rare scores thing isn't just a typo? We do know because they specifically state it here. Super rare and unique targets are set at an accessible level aligned with rare targets while benefiting from higher scarcity bonuses. These new hot streaks give super rare and unique cards, especially lower tier ones, more utility and more chances to grind essence by simply beating the game. And you'll be able to claim your rewards 30 minutes after the last match in your lineups, and also applies to the additive rewards. Those are the additional lineups that you have that hit the threshold. No more divisions. We touched on super rare and unique. So rare, because the rare scarcity has fewer total cards and fewer participants, they're going to do the same leaderboard and hot streak split, but instead of one lineup for leaderboard and 5 for hot streaks, it's 2 for the leaderboard and up to 4 for hot streaks, which you can see right here. So hot streaks are cash and essence for limited and rare. It's only essence for super rare. And on the leaderboards, MLS is cash and essence for all scarcities. So here are the hot streak rewards for MLS. So 340 points is the first streak level, and you win 500 limited essence for the first lineup that hits that streak. For each additional lineup that hits 340 in that first game week, you will win an additional 250 essence. And that carries over throughout the ladder. So step 2 is 380 points to win 2,000 essence, and every additional lineup is 1,000. It's basically just half. So the third streak is the first cash paying streak. You win $25 in limited for getting that third streak. And then each additional one is $13. They've decided to round up for us. Did that say per extra lineup? Yeah. And then 420 and 460 for the next ones. And again, $100 for the fourth streak, $50 for each additional lineup, and then $500 for the fifth streak, $250 for each additional one. Now, again, it's every additional lineup. If one lineup hits 420, you get $100. If one lineup hits 420, you get $100. Every additional lineup that hits 420 then gets 50 as well. And then in rare, I'll even bring this down just so you can see. So that it's not a direct difference in the scarcity bonus, but the prizes are also slightly different. So in rare, where again, you have 4 opportunities to make lineup, you have 4 lineup opportunities if you choose. 380 is the first level. That pays 500 essence and then 250 for every additional. The second step in MLS pays cash. I mean, MLS, J.League, and K-League. I'm sorry, in rare pays cash. So again, in limited, the first 2 are essence and then it's cash. In rare, it's just the first one that's essence and then cash. So $20 for 420 points, $100 for 440 points, $400 for 460, and $2,000 for 510 points, with $1,000 for every additional one. GG's if you can get 2 lineups or 4 lineups at 510 points in the same game week. But I can't wait to see somebody do it. And then for super rare, as I mentioned, there's no cash in super rare hot streaks. So we have 380 points. So if you just want to look at it here, 380, 420, 440, 460, 510. So the levels are the same as rare, but we get the scarcity bonus in super rare. So 250. So because it's super rare and unique, you get to decide what kind of essence you win. So if you hit the first streak, which is 380 points, you can take 250 super rare essence or 50 unique essence, and then 125 and 25 respectively for each additional lineup. 500 essence or 500 super rare essence or 100 unique essence for the second, 1,000 super rare essence or 200 unique essence for the third, 2,000 super rare essence for the fourth, 400 unique essence. And then if you hit 510, 5,000 super rare essence or 1,000 unique. So the 1,000 would get you a unique craft if you hit that top level. And those are the hot streaks. And then we have the Essence Grand Prix. So for MLS, and well, for all of them, it's a shared prize pool. So for MLS Limited, for every single game week main game week where they're open, there's a 200,000 essence prize pool that will be split evenly amongst all of the lineups that score at least 480 points. If you are doing the hot streak and you are the only person to score 480 that game week, you'll win 200,000 essence, which is a crazy number. Now, 480 is not low, so you really got to smash it out of the park to get there. As we go back to the limited prize pool, 460 is the highest streak. Never in the hot streaks do you have to get 480 to even get there. But if you do get there, you will be showered in essence. It'll be like the Gatorade shower at the Super Bowl. Somebody from Sorare will come up and just pour essence all over you. 200,000. Yorkie Will, the Grand Prix is not a separate comp. It is part of hot streaks. If you hit it on the leaderboard, you don't get anything. I guess we should go back and review what it actually means or what they say. Let's double check here. Yeah. The permanent Essence Grand Prix. With hot streaks now operating as standalone competitions, we wanted to ensure that truly exceptional scores receive meaningful recognition. Each game week, the Essence Grand Prix prize pool will be shared among every manager who scores above a specific target. Eligibility doesn't depend on your current streak level. This ensures that even if you're early in the streak, a huge score is still rewarded in a big way. So just hot streaks. If you hit 480 on the leaderboard, you're probably winning a decent amount of money. and you don't get any additional essence. And then here's the standard leaderboard. Limited is $1,000 to first place, $500 to second, $300 to third, and pays all the way down. Cash prizes down to 100th, and essence prizes down to 2,000. Now, as a reminder, in limited, every user can't have more than one limited lineup on the leaderboard. In rare, you can have two. Top prize is 2,000, second place is 1,000, third place is 500. That pays down. Cash prize is down to 50th. That's $30. And then essence prize is down to 200th. Now, again, you can have two lineups in rare, one lineup in limited. Is there a Grand Prix for rare? We'll get to that. For super rare and unique, 2,500 to first with a maximum of 12,500. That's because of the different unique bonuses. Super rare and unique pays down to 20th place. That's $75 for 20th place with a max up to 375, and then essence payouts down to 50th. No more XP in the leaderboard. Let me let me get back to collect missions. I wanted to prize pool later. Here we go. So here are the prize pools, and then the Grand Prix. So in rare, to answer your question, Yorkie Will, yes, there is 50,000 total essence up for grabs for anybody who scores 520. And again, the top hot streak is 510 in rare. So if you score 520, you get a share of 50,000 essence, and a share of 5,000 essence in super rare if you score 560. It's supposed to be hard. 520, yeah. Woe is right. But again, if you're the only one who gets it, 50,000 essence, all for you. And then, of course, to celebrate the start of the season, we've got a 3x promo, meaning 3 times, or excuse me, rewards are tripled. Scores-wise, what European league is most comparable to MLS? La Liga. I'm just kidding. I would guess it's closer to Bundesliga without one dominant team, though. I know that sounds weird. MLS has more dominant players, SO5-wise, as opposed to dominant teams. And so that's sort of the way I think about it. Yeah. Anyway, so 3x boost applies to the first 5 match days of MLS. We're going to kind of ignore J.League and K-League for this. And what's cool about it is that you get more than one. Well, you get one chance to get to the 5th streak, but you get more than one chance for your rewards to get tripled, which I'll explain in a second. So all streak rewards are tripled, and all additive rewards are tripled. I like this observation. No league has the attacker versus defender discrepancy MLS does. Yeah, I think that's right. So these are the boosted hot streaks. So for limited, in the first 5 game weeks for MLS, instead of 500 essence for the first level, it's 1,500 essence, which means every additive lineup, meaning every additional lineup that you have that scores 340, also gets 750 essence. The second is 6,000, 3,000 for the additional ones, $75 for the 3rd streak, 39 for the additional, because it's 3x 13. $300 for 420 points with an additional 150 for the additional lineups, and $1,500 for the 5th streak with 750 for the additional ones. That's all in rare. Excuse me, limited. In rare, $1,500 Essence, $60, $300, $1,200, $6,000 if you can hit the top streak in the first 5 game weeks. In super rare, which is obviously we have just Essence payouts, from the super rare perspective, $750 Essence 1 for step 1, $1,500 for step 2, $3,000 for step 3, $6,000 for step 4, and $15,000 for step 5. Now, what they're doing this for this competition is when they did one for the beginning of Sorare 26 for the European competition, you had 5 game weeks to get to the top. If you lost out on the streak before you hit the 5th streak, you were no longer eligible for the 5x streaks. For these, if you get to the 3rd streak and then you lose on the 4th, you go back to the beginning, but you still get 3x payouts until that 5th game week, which is cool. Some people are going to make a lot the first few weeks, but pay way over the odds for cards. Maybe. We don't know how much, how much you pay for cards is kind of meaning you feel like you've overpaid for cards based on how much you win, not based on anything else really. So if you spend more to win more, did you overpay? I'm not here to judge. I think that was all the new MLS stuff. And then, oh yes. So MLS card launch is tomorrow, February 10th, but we can't start crafting MLS cards until February 23rd. Yes, all Essence rewards are MLS flavored and are not subject to the conversion that happens from Sorare 26 to Sorare 27. I paid way over the odds for Prem, but it paid off. But like, if you didn't pay whatever the odds were and above it, then you wouldn't have won those, you wouldn't have won that 5x. So yeah, MLS and K-League are not subject to that. There are going to be some collect missions. Basically, it hasn't been announced yet, but there will be some collect missions coming for MLS and J.League and K-League. That'll be in the collect tab once the league launches. And then I don't think this stuff applies to MLS. This will a change from L10 from L15 L10, but which will take place after this Friday's deadline. Yeah. So that's where we're gonna. There will be that coming up, and then as I mentioned, I'll have a MLS stream tomorrow. Here we go. With Gator Guy, Deke, and Harry Trades. This is on the Sorare with Laird channel. So if you want to check that out, that's where all of my Sorare videos are. But yeah, that's a look at MLS. I haven't really looked at the beginning schedule yet, meaning like who has the best fixtures early on. I do know that Miami's away for a lot of them as they finish their stadium. And so there's that. But ultimately, right now, let's see what the auctions are. Are we still doing J.League? So yeah, lots of J.League still to go for those who want to get involved. This is the guy I just won. He's on a nice tear. He's not in the J.League though. Yeah. A lot of J.League and kind of like new additions, meaning like new players added, being auctioned right now. So You can always check that out. Deke has all this beginning schedule stuff up. Yeah, Deke got everything ready for us. So again, it's patreon.com/DekeFC, which Deke talked a little bit about when he was on with me. Was that last week? No, 2 weeks ago. Last week was with James when we talked about J.League. But yeah, MLS is will launch tomorrow, Tuesday, and most likely after the deadline for the midweek. But yeah, it's if you're interested in MLS, I just highly recommend at least following Deke. I believe he's Sorare Deke on Twitter, and making sure that you get in on it. I don't think I realized Yu Oki was. Was he at Antlers like years and years ago? Yeah, he was. He was a U23 darling for a while. The things you remember and learn and remember on this game. Yeah, it took all that time off and then just started playing again. Incredible. Yeah. We have anything else going on? Oh my gosh, 3-0. Talisca. Oh, Akturgalu, I definitely didn't play him. Literally didn't play him at all. Oh, Maxim, what are you doing? Oh, I'm pretty sure I was just worried that Akturgalu wouldn't start. And I did play. Oh, Oosterwald does a yellow. Oh, that's so bad. Oh. Oh, that is not what we needed. 420 is a very uphill battle here without some more decisives. Maxim's team up 2-1, and he has 0 attacking stats. Oh, and they have a red card. That is really not what we wanted. Check out the division. Laird has super pleasant surprise on a Monday morning. What was your super pleasant surprise, Sid? What was I checking? Hatling and check out the Division 3 leaderboard. I'm in Division 3. Ooh, here we go. Oh, you have Akturgalu. I hope you hang on there, Hatlingan. That's great. Are you going for a streak here? Got opted up by 7 points to hit the 4th streak. Wow. Sid, like, I feel like there are a lot of people who are talking about that. Oh, only on the 1st streak, Hatlingen. Oh, see here, if we had a Grand Prix, you'd be sharing. Actually, let's do that. Grand Prix was what, 480? So it's probably like 30 people are sharing a bunch of would have smashed D1, which is annoying in streak 1. Actually, let's look at that for a second. So 480 points. Oh man, I was definitely winning like 8,000 essence, and now I'm very much not. Man, that's a bummer. All right, let's see this for a second. Challenger, 200,000. All right, so for 480. So let's just see how many people scored 480 in the 3 divisions, right? So we've got 10 in Division 1. 10 in Division 1, 13, so 23 and 7, 30 people. 30 people currently splitting, what did I say, 200,000? 6,666 essence you would have won there, Hatlingen. Additional just by scoring 480. Now, granted, you would have to do that if you're in your hot streak lineup and not on the leaderboard. So would you have rather won $45 or 6,600 essence? Challenger essence. Sporting still to play? Yeah, but they're playing Porto. Like that game's not going to be high scoring. Surely not. So Sid, do you have, oh no, you're not. Is it Sid's Galacticos? There you go. Let's see what your fourth streak looks like. I hope you claimed it already. Here it is. What a lineup. Courtois, Heisen, Guler, Mbappe, Yamal. Lovely. Love that, Sid. How has Arda been? Oh, he's coming into it. I thought one of his Fenner cards was on the market. Did it sell 2 hours ago? I guess not. I was on 454 yesterday. Wow. And now 461. Jude's injury, so playing a bit advanced now. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. So I'm sorry, Sid, did you claim it yet? Can we just make sure you claim it so that we can do it? Oh, man. Garcia, Kubarsi, Frankie de Jong, Yamal, and Mbappe. That Yamal card is gorgeous. Oh, and that Kubarsi one. So cool. Can you claimed first thing? Love it. Can you make a full Barcelona? Let's see this. Can you make a full Barca like special edition, like Kubarsi? I guess Yamal, Lewandowski. Do they have? They probably, yeah. Pedri. Yeah, you can. I guess Joan Garcia doesn't have them, but you could do like Kubarsi, Pedri, Yamal. I mean, Lewandowski, you don't really want to do it, but yeah, that's cool. 3 DNPs out of 4 lineups because of the suspended games. How many? I forget which games they were. I know Sevilla was one of them, right? And these were your others. Oh, you had Danny Olmo here. Barca's specials might be better than Madrid's. Yeah, I mean, your words, not mine. But I kind of agree with you. What do they look like? Let's see. We'll just do those two. Sevilla and Oviedo. There you go. Can I do Barcelona and Madrid? Yeah, there we go. So which ones do we have? So the Ballon d'Or, we've got Vinny, Jude, Bellingham, and Mbappe. Yeah, because they didn't have any like any of the young guys, right? Who did we just add there? Oh yeah, Courtois. Are those the only ones? Like where? Oh, I guess nobody's selling the Yamal ones. I guess it makes sense. I wouldn't sell them either. Rayo Vallecano relegated a lot of my teams. That's global warming, man. I thought these were both limiteds, and I was like, man, $2,000 seems like a lot compared to 108, but it's super rare. That makes sense. Yeah, cool cards. Oh, we got a jersey mint. Who do we got? Fede Valverde. This one is pretty cool. That's a really cool card. Fun fact, I've never owned an Mbappe on Sorare. I'm not sure $416 is getting me there either. Yeah, those are cool. Do we have any other? Let's see. Take the jersey edition. What other special editions do we have out there? I do love the PSG ones. Yeah, these are really well done. Love them. Love them. Yeah. Anyway, we've lost the plot. This midweek, as you can see, I already have some lineups. We've got the championship. We've got one J.League game, Prem, Challenger, Champ, Under 23, and All-Star. Obviously, we have a lot of Arena as well that you can play. J.League, Prem, Under 23, All-Star, Cap, Uncapped, Cap 220, and Elite. And don't forget to do your Sorare set lineups. Oh, forgot to claim my daily pack. Let's spin the wheel for the last thing we do on the show. Let's get something great. Content creator luck here. 500 essence. So I think that gets me enough for a pack. So let's get a pack while we're here. Yeah. I've been collecting mostly La Liga and only with essence. Let's see what we get. Juan Cruz, Victor Parada, Alfonso Pedraza, Ivan Romero, and Marco Dimitrovic, who I think I already have. Let's see if this gets us anywhere fun. Going deep on Villarreal. Ooh. Thought I could claim there it is. Can we get another wheel spin? Why not? Let's do it. No whammies. So close to that icon. Not really that close. But 200 essence, we take it. Can't, packs, 1,640 essence. I'm going to have to save some for tomorrow. Anyway. Best game mode on Sorare this. How about that? GG's to everybody who worked at Sorare on this one. It does seem very engaging. People really seem to be into it, which is like awesome to see. Anyway, that's all I got for today. Thank you everybody for coming. If you could please, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Shout out to Quinny. If you're looking for more content like this or very different Sorare content, I do that as well. Check out my channel over on Sorare with Laird. That's on YouTube. It also streams on Twitch, but YouTube's probably the easiest. I also have a Patreon that supports all of my content. It's called the Laird Social Club, patreon.com/AndrumLaird. You'll see it all over my YouTube channel. So if you go there, you'll be able to see it. So thanks everyone for coming. Good luck in this midweek. Congratulations to all of the winners that we looked at and those who may become winners today. Congratulations there. Good luck with this midweek. Let's get excited for MLS coming back tomorrow. But before we get all excited, please make sure you get outside.